In India, millions of people wake up every morning with hope. Hope for a better job, hope to clear a competitive exam, hope to change their family's future. Yet after years of effort, many remain exactly where they started. Why? Is it because they are not capable, or because they never changed the way they think? There is a powerful truth successful people understand: before your life changes outside, it must change inside. Your thoughts shape your decisions. Your decisions shape your actions. And your actions shape your destiny. If you constantly tell yourself, "I am unlucky. I am ordinary. I can't compete," your mind will look for proof to support that belief. But if you begin to think, "I can learn. I can grow. I can create value," everything shifts. Today's story is about a man who had nothing, no money, no status, no support, but changed one belief and transformed his entire future. Stay with this message carefully. It might challenge how you see yourself. Follow NT Motivational Story for more powerful stories that strengthen your mindset and help you unlock your true potential. At one of the busiest railway stations in Delhi lived a man named Hari. Every day, he sat near platform number 3 with a small metal bowl in front of him. Trains arrived. Trains departed. Crowds rushed past. Some passengers dropped a coin without looking at him. Many ignored him completely. This had been his life for years. Hari believed something deeply. "This is who I am. I am just a beggar." That belief shaped everything. He did not look people in the eye. He did not expect respect. He waited silently for pity. One afternoon, as the evening rush began, Hari noticed a sharply dressed businessman step onto the platform. His shoes were polished, his posture confident, his presence calm and powerful. Hari thought to himself, "If anyone can help me today, it's this man." With hope in his eyes, he stretched out his hand. He expected a coin, maybe even a generous note. But what happened next was something he never imagined: a simple question that would challenge not his poverty, but his identity. And that single moment would begin to change the direction of his life. Instead of reaching into his pocket, the businessman looked directly at Hari and asked calmly, "Do you only take from people? Have you ever given anything in return?" Hari froze. No one had ever asked him that before. Confused, he replied, "Sir, I am just a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give." The businessman's expression did not change. "If you believe you have nothing to offer," he said firmly, "then you also believe you deserve nothing." Life works on exchange. In business, and in life, value must be given before value is received. With that, he boarded his train and disappeared into the crowd. Hari remained standing there, holding his empty bowl. But for the first time, it didn't feel empty, it felt heavy. Heavy with a new thought. All evening, the words echoed in his mind. "Have you ever given anything?" He realized something uncomfortable. He had accepted the identity of someone who only receives. He had never once asked himself what he could contribute. That night, he couldn't sleep. What if his greatest poverty was not money, but mindset? If this moment speaks to you, don't ignore it. Follow NT Motivational Story for more powerful lessons that challenge your thinking and help you transform your future. The next 2 days, Hari did something unusual. He stopped asking for money. Instead of stretching out his hand automatically, he sat quietly, thinking about the businessman's words. Value must be given before value is received. But what value could he possibly offer? He owned nothing. He had no education, no skills, no shop, no products. On the third morning, as sunlight touched the railway tracks, Hari noticed something he had ignored for years: bright jasmine flowers growing near the fence. Their fragrance was strong, their white petals fresh and beautiful. An idea slowly formed in his mind. What if I give something small? He carefully plucked a handful of flowers and returned to his usual spot. When the first passenger dropped a coin into his bowl, Hari smiled gently and handed over a flower. The woman looked surprised, then smiled back. The next person received a flower too. And something unexpected happened. People paused. They made eye contact. Some gave more than usual. Some thanked him warmly. A few even said, "This is thoughtful." Hari began to notice a pattern. When he offered flowers, people responded generously. When he ran out of flowers, the donations became smaller again. For the first time, he felt different. He wasn't begging blindly anymore. He was creating exchange. He wasn't just receiving charity. He was offering value, however small, and receiving respect in return. And deep inside, a new belief began to grow. That small act of giving changed more than Hari's daily earnings. It changed how he saw himself. Each morning, he collected fresh flowers before the rush hour began. He arranged them neatly beside his bowl. But now, he no longer sat with a helpless posture. He sat upright, alert, observant. He noticed something important. People were not just giving him money. They were responding to the exchange. They were paying for a moment of kindness, for a gesture, for something tangible. One afternoon, the same businessman appeared again on the platform. This time, Hari did not stretch out his hand immediately. Instead, he stepped forward and said confidently, "Sir, today I have something to offer. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, placed cash in Hari's bowl, and accepted the flowers. "You understand now," he said. "You are no longer just a beggar. You are a businessman." Those words struck deeply. Businessman. Hari repeated the word in his mind. For years, he had called himself a beggar. Now, for the first time, he saw another possibility. If he could create value here, what else could he create? Within weeks, he saved enough to buy flowers in bulk from a local market instead of picking them randomly. Soon, he set up a small mat with organized bundles for sale. Months later, Hari left the railway platform entirely. He rented a tiny roadside stall and began selling flowers full-time. The real transformation was not financial, it was identity. He no longer saw himself as someone who waits for opportunity. He became someone who creates it. 6 months later, Hari was no longer recognized as the beggar from Platform 3. He was known as a hard-working flower vendor building a growing business. The lesson is clear: your life changes the moment your identity changes. When you shift from "I have nothing" to "I can create value," your actions transform, and results follow. Ask yourself today, where are you limiting your own potential? Try giving value first, even in small ways, and observe what happens. Follow NT Motivational Story. Apply this lesson, and share your experience in the comments.